What's good, YouTube? It's jazzlovesmma here, and I'm going to be talking about my recap of Dana White Contender Series Season 3, I believe. And let's get into it. The first fight was Nick Galante versus, I should have just had this up open beforehand on verdict. I forgot I'm not doing this in typology. I want the visuals to be a little bit better than they have been. But it was Galante versus Petruzella. I picked Galante by KO or sub. Um, uh, Petruzella was just a can crusher, you know. On the regional scene, he just had he had an impressive looking record, 15-1, but he just beat a whole bunch of cans. Galante had some decent wins on the record. His loss wasn't that bad. It was a dude whose only loss was to Cam Brownston, so I was like, he can't be that worse. So he went out there and ate a body kick while he shot a takedown on the fence. Then gets to the fence, lands a nasty right hand, I believe. Puts the dude out cold. Didn't expect it to be that early. I thought he'd get ground and pound in the second round. That rhymed. But yeah, good win for Nick Galante. He beat a can crusher, so there's not much to say. Glad he got the contract though. Really wonder where he goes from that. Moving on to, what was it? It was Humphrey versus Miranda. And holy shit, this dude fought like a fucking madman. The boxing defense of Humphrey was a little worrying because Miranda was there. He was landing some good body shots. He was landing the left hook. But Humphrey was landing his own big shots, stinging Miranda. Miranda would go. He was doing the Jose Medina. And then he got taken down over and over again. I don't think he got dropped. I think he kept getting rocked and then he got taken down. Humphrey tried to get up rear naked a little bit earlier. Didn't land. Then he eventually locks this one up. Dude's pouring blood. He got caught by a big left hook. And Humphrey gets the win. Talks him. Makes a whole good little speech after. Some people are turning on him because he's a little weird. He loves the smell of all the blood. Reminds him when he kills chickens. It is a little weird. I hope YouTube doesn't take this video down because of the fucking blood on this picture. But he looks good. The ball, he's green. That's an issue I have with a lot of these people. They're green. I think for him and I think the guy after this, they're both really green, and they need some work. I think maybe the jump to the UFC. Sometimes that's what a fighter needs to grow. I think like Humphrey, maybe when he starts getting his UFC debut, he's going to be working a little bit harder, tightening up the skills, and he'll get better. I hope so. I hope the striking defense is what really needs help. But his takedowns look good. The power look good. He's a bit of a marauder, so some good stuff to see. Making sure my camera's plugged in properly. I know it is because I see my webcam, but it doesn't look like it is. But great one for Humphrey. I don't know where he goes. The pressure, the marauder-esque energy that he has, I think he has a decently high ceiling. I don't know if he'll become top 15, but I think he can run through a lot of guys in the UFC welterweight division. Sean Clancy Jr. looked okay. He had an okay performance. It was a bit meh. I didn't really like it. Round 1, it looks like he's about to slam the dude out. The dude actually was landing some, I think it's Bellato. No, not Bellato. Belletto. It's Belletto. He was looking okay. It landed the left hand over and over again. Eventually starts finding the jab on Clancy Jr. Starts making his nose red. It's just kind of like a genetics thing. The jabs maybe weren't even that strong. They made sounds. They were popping jabs. But to like make his nose super red, I think it's just a genetic thing because he's Scottish. He's like super white. So I think that's just an issue with like genetics, and then you get red pretty easily. But he was finding some good body kicks. I love the body kicks from him, but he was really going shot. It was just a one shot at a time guy. It made round 1 pretty dead. And after the first 2 fights, these fights kind of felt a little dead. Round 2, shoots a takedown, gets his head stuck in a. The dude shoots Belletto. I think his name is really fucking confusing me now. Beledo goes for the ghillie, has Clancy Jr.'s on the takedown. Keeps looking for the ghillie grip, doesn't get it. Eventually just gets his head smashed. Good stuff from this. Maybe was the fight where the rear naked was in, and then he just gets out of it. But I think Humphrey almost got rear naked as well, but it was bloody and he fought it off. But we're not talking about him right now. Sean Clancy Jr. gets the win. It was a bit uneventful, but he's 23. He's super young. I think he's going to be able to grow as well. Just needs to start putting combinations together. But I think he has a decent ceiling, you know? Could be a Scottish star. But yeah, I don't know who they put these guys against. Maybe I'll do that at the end of this video, but Sean Clancy Jr. I picked him by round 2 KO, and he did it. I picked Humphrey as well. I think I picked him by KO, and when I checked Vert, I by accidentally left out the decision. But so yeah, I did good on predictions for once compared to last week where I went, I think 1-5, 1-4, 1-5, much better. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't rate the opponent that much, but he looked good. I didn't mean to click on that guy's profile. But I feel like I had some other things to say about Sean Clancy Jr. His defense was a little worrying as well. He was still getting tagged up by the left hook. He was landing a good check hook himself, and then he was landing the body kick. But I think if he pours in combinations, he'll look good. Also, he kept sagging the pants. Pick them up, man. You can see it here. You can see like the undershorts. What was this fight? They don't even have. Hold on, I want to just see his actual name. What's this? How's it spelled? This was Piazon versus Urel. Urel? I don't know. Oh, I can't little bit. But this was Piazon versus Urel. Urel? I don't know how to pronounce the name. Piazon was talking mad shit, and he had a real tense energy before this fight. Urel was a dude who lost to what's his name? He lost to Josh Hawkins in Contender Series last year. I think he got a win after that, and then he's back here. Piazon shoots a takedown. Gets like I want to talk about Gillies. I'm going to go back to the Sean Clancy Jr. fight because this one literally ended in the round. He was looking for the Gilly, but he wasn't letting himself fall back with it. He was really looking for the standing Gilly. They were saying it was a standing arm triangle or something like that. I couldn't tell by the grip of it on my phone, but he was looking for the Gilly. It looks like the dude goes out cold or he taps. Eventually he does tap like a couple seconds after. It looked like he went fucking asleep, but he was there like this, shocked, wide-eyed, and good for Euro. They're gonna win. Didn't show anything here, but we're getting some heavyweights on the roster. He's not the fattest heavyweight either, so good to see him here. And now I have a rant about guillotines. This dude, Beledo, I think his name is Beledo, just kept going for the guillotine, and normally, I don't know why you see fighters or fighters just in general. The guillotine, if you're on your back and you're not fucking Charles Oliveira, even Charles Oliveira doesn't even get the guillotine that much. Or you're not fighting like some bum. Ironic because Song Yadong subbed Figueiredo with a guillotine. But naturally and normally, in modern day MMA, you want to use the guillotine to end on top or get a way to get up. Even Urel, he used it, and he used it just to keep himself on the feet and to raise Piazon up, to just keep him off his hips. And I just think that's a much better use of the guillotine than just letting yourself get on your back and you're still trying to work the guillotine grip. You're going to burn out your arms that way. And if the dude is any good, he's going to be able to pop his head out of it, or he's able to just stay safe, keep the chin tucked, and work his way out of it while you're there looking for the grip, or you're just putting a lot of pressure trying to like do, and then all this lactic acid gets in your arms, and then you're stuck there, and then you're just stuck on bottom, wasting time. They could end up in mount like what happened here. We kept looking for the guillotine. Clancy was already out of it. He ends up in mount. Normally, when you get the gilly, you can end up on mount yourself if you roll over. But most of these guys, they just kind of concede to bottom position. It's the same with Kimuras and leg locks. Who had a leg lock last weekend? Who had a leg lock? I'm trying to remember it. The Liddy kept looking for the leg lock. That is a in when you're fighting a good grappler, or even just some modern day UFC or MMA, sorry, you are going to use that leg entanglement to end up on top. You do not want to just hold on because most guys just fight out of it. Gamrot held on to it, looked for the sub. It messed up Salkill's knee, but Salkill was just able to get out of it. He said, fuck the knee. He just kept scrambling. And most guys, you want to use that to just end up in a better position instead of actually looking for that sub. Sometimes guys can get it, but it's mostly against these lower level guys. And I just don't think the guillotine or the leg lock or even like a Kimura, you want to try to use a Kimura to get up. That's what Jeremy Stevens was trying to do against Bobby Green. That didn't work out. But if you get a leg, if you get onto a leg, you use it to try to scramble, get up on your feet, or you try to end up on top. Same with the guillotine. You don't want to just concede on bottom unless you have a fucking crazy guard where you can look up for other subs as well after you don't get the guillotine. But normally, people should stop going for guillotines unless you're gonna try to keep it standing. If you can pull the guillotine, even there's some dude who fought last week on Contender Series, that big Brazilian dude who fought Trent Miller. I forgot his name. Big Brazilian dude. He looked for the guillotine, just got taken down, got put in a Von Flue. Wow, man. So yeah, that's my rant done with guillotines and subs off bottom. But Alex Apodaca, yeah, beat Bree. No, what's her name? Bree Mur or Bella Mur, not Bree. I don't know. I said Bree or Bella. It's Bella Mur. She was a 6,000 fucking favorite, and I was so close to picking Apodaca by decision because I was like, Mur might be a fucking name merchant. She was. She looked good in round 1 for like the first 2 minutes, and then Apodaca just started landing the exact same shots that she was getting landed on. The left hand and the right hook in southpaw. That was all Bellows landing. She couldn't get a takedown to save her life, and she just kept getting outstruck. Good knees, good front kicks, and just body kicks in general from Apodaca. She looked good. She made some good adjustments. On the ground, she just didn't let herself get fluke subbed. She scrambled out. In the third round, she had Bella literally face first into the canvas, just eating the ground. She was landing shots from that position. Good work from Apodaca. Glad she won. Glad she got the contract as well. Good stuff to see. Mur, or Mir. Fuck, I called her Mur. I knew that was sounding so weird. Mir. Bella Mir. Go back to regionals. Fluke sub some random moms again. And then maybe the UFC just might just sign her eventually again. I really doubt after that performance they'll want to put her on the Contender Series again next year. I think they'll eventually just let her get like a couple more wins, sign her, or they'll just send her back to UFC BJJ, which is where she probably should go. I do think she could be good. You know, I feel like we're all gonna hate on her. I fucking made a tweet saying she's a name merchant, but the striking in the back, she had decent pop in the first round. She was stinging Apodaca a couple times, but she just all she could do was hop around, pop, pop. That's all she was doing. Pop, 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 pop. Just the left crossed right hook in southpaw. That's all she had, and I think with just a few adjustments, she could be better. I mean, even a few adjustments to this fight, but she slowed, and when her nose got bloody from an elbow, it just kind of felt like when she wasn't dominating or getting her way, she crumbled. Even after kind of winning the first round. So, sucks for Mir. I can't believe I was calling her Mir. Like she's from Impractical Jokers, but overall, started off pretty cool. The Contender Series, some 2 sick finishes. Then Sean Clancy Jr. It was a meh performance. It was okay. It was a good finish, but the fight itself, what led to the finish, just wasn't really entertaining. This was just a random sub. It was cool to see, but again, and then this was a pretty okay fight. But I just feel like from all the ads we got and the fights didn't really deliver that much. it was just a bit disappointing. If the card felt a bit dull, in my opinion, especially compared to the last couple of weeks we've had. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Um, who do you guys think are the best prospects? Who do I think? I think Apple Docker looked okay. I don't know who she could fight. Women's better than me. I can't think of maybe Jocelyn Nunes or Chelsea Chandler. Chelsea Chandler. I think she's bantamweight. UL heavyweight. Who could he fight off the top of my mind? Unranked. So Louis Sutherland. I can see them putting him against Louis Sutherland. I don't think Louis Sutherland took a lot of damage, so I think that's unironically. I think that's what they would probably want to do. Clancy Jr. I said as a joke, but I said Alex Morono, and unironically, I think that would be a decent matchup for her. Don't give him Adam Fugit. Adam Fugit's been fed to enough prospects. Humphrey, who could they give him, man? Because they're gonna want to feed him to. They're gonna want to get someone to feed this guy and Sean Clancy Jr. So Alex Morono maybe can go to Sean Clancy Jr. Maybe they do like a Europe card at some point soon. Or maybe they put him on a similar cards to Aspinall and Patty. Who could they give Humphrey? Oh man, I would have said Phil Rowe. But Phil Rowe's not with us anymore. Some of that level. Phil Rowe, who's like another guy on the left. Angelusa. Is Angelusa still in the UFC? Give him Angelusa. And then I think he's a middleweight. Don't give him Brundage. Don't give him Brundage. Maybe I can see them giving him like Trent Miller, unironically. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy this Contender Series? I'm still gonna be making videos every week about Contender Series. I'll be here every Tuesday night. Catch you guys tomorrow for my prediction video of UFC Shanghai. And yeah, like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitter, jazzlovesmma. Most of you guys come from there anyway. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.